Um, I'm just sitting here thinking, I literally need to be in a bigger and wider house or apartment so that way it'll be easier for me to really think things clearly because my mind is so cluttered with all kind of thoughts and what ifs and how come this couldn't go through and why, and I'm still wondering why did I get dumped like that, and there's a lot of things that I'm realizing that I haven't really let go of, and it's just like all the times I really wanted a relationship with my dad. And even though everybody who's ever dropped the ball in my life, or whether it's a guy friend or people that I thought was going to be my friends, I still keep picking up the ball that my dad has dropped and giving it back to him. Forget everybody else. But he keeps disappointing me over and over and over again. And I don't want to take this disappointment from that man who's supposed to be my father into a relationship with a man, and I could barely treat him because I'm thinking about my dad not being there. You know what I mean? Right now, my mind is like a desk with papers and files everywhere, not properly placed in the file cabinets, not put in order. Is jacked up. There's a virus in this computer. You see what I'm saying? And all the cookies and caches is not cleared. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. And nobody wants to work in a space that's cluttery. Only God can do that. But you think a man is going to want to be in a relationship with me when they looking at my desk like this? Everything is dusty. Your trash hasn't been emptied. This office stank right now. There's so many things with you that suck right now. It really is. But you think you got it all together because you can braid your hair, you get your nails done, you wash your face, you put your face cream on, you get dressed, you take a shower, you smell good, you go to work with a smile on your face, but you are jacked up when you get naked. You jacked up. I don't want to be there no more. And I figure, like, if I go see a counselor and talk about these things to get my to get my mental health ball rolling, and I have to come home to this place right here where the rent is high as heck, man. And even though I know I'm very grateful to have a roof over my head, I really am. But I feel like I want to be able to come home from a therapy session, use what that person has given me after letting so many things out, and then taking in what that person is giving me. You see what I'm saying? I'll let things out, and that person is giving me what to put in. I want to go home and utilize all of that so I can become a better me than I've ever been inside, mentally, up here, right there, inside, period. Even when it comes to junk food, all of that, like literally. Stop being so toxical. And I feel like I'm very toxic. And I say that, and I say only God can fix me. But at the same time, it's okay to talk to someone about things that and then you realize, I was mad about that. That was so minute. Oh, that was a mountain out of a molehill if I ever saw one. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's good to get those things out. Like I said, right now my mind is a desk that's papers and pencils not sharpened, and things are all over the place, even food droppings when I had my lunch there, and I'm okay working like that. No, I'm not. Nobody's okay with working around mess. Like literally, if I go home and my room is messy, I'm not taking a shower, I'm not using the bathroom, I'm not getting nothing to eat until the room is clean. The only thing I can't do is vacuum because everybody's asleep, and I get off at 12 in the morning. So by the time I get home, it's like 12:30 in the morning. I'm not going to bed if my room is junky. I'm not. So what makes myself think that I can just live life without getting any mental health issues taken care of? You can't. That's still working around a bunch of mess and being okay with it. And I don't want that. I don't want to be that unapproachable person. You haven't dealt with this. That's why you're still snappy. You got your face twisted up every 5 minutes. I don't want to be that child. I don't want to be that type of a kind of person. I want to be the person to where if somebody says you have a booger in your nose, and they say it just like that, you have a booger in your nose, instead of me going, well, what about the booger in your nose? I want to be able to say, oh, thank God. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And thank you for not saying in front of everybody. I appreciate that too. oh my gosh, I want to get to that point. You see what I'm saying? And not just with boogers, you know what I mean? Just literally. That was just a funny little analogy. But I want to get to the point where I'm able to accept what people say. And I told my sister when I talked to her on Friday, I said to her, I said, it's easier for me to accept my wrongdoings and things when that's not all I hear. Like, for instance, if I snapped at you and said something ugly to you and all you said was good morning, then that's something I need to go deal with, because me being snappy at you had nothing to do with you. It's just, it hurts your feelings the way I said it to you. But the underlining in the snappiness is not because of you. It just was aimed towards you because of something I'm already dealing with that I haven't got over, or whatever the case is. So that's why I think mental health is good. And plus, it's easier for me to accept when I'm wrong. That's what I was going to say. It's easier for me to accept my wrongdoings and things when, number one, people have that empathy to where they're like, I've been there. But they're still telling me the truth about what I did, and it was kind of wrong. And it's easier for me to accept it when people are like, and I understand why you did that. But at the same time, is you have to look at how you did that. And this is the people that were affected by it. You see what I'm saying? And then I'd be like, oh, wow. I didn't realize that the domino effect was like that. Or I didn't realize that what I said to you, this person could have been hurt too, because they heard it and they're thinking, well, dang, I don't know if I want to talk to her if she's be snappy at her like that. You think she would be snappy at me like that? And nobody wants to approach me because of that. I don't want to be there at all, period. All because of something that's going on with me personally that I haven't got fixed yet, And it's kind of like this analogy. Okay, look, I went to this church. It's just, okay, I don't know if you guys, well, I ain't going to say his name. I don't want to do all that. I ain't trying to name drop. I don't want to be that guy. But I went to this church in Inglewood, and the pastor there has said that, okay, it's these individual peas. You guys know what individual peas look like, those round green things, and there's a bunch of them. He said his daughter tried to get him to eat peas, and he said he would not. He was like, And the church was kind of cracking up. He was like, how when you get your kids to eat vegetables, they're like, no, Brussels sprouts, which Brussels sprouts are just baby cabbages. They don't look that bad, and they probably taste delicious. And he was like, I would not eat them things. He don't like it. And he said his daughter always trying to, look out for his health and all of that. But he said when he found out that those same peas come in the little pocket things that you can eat, but, do stir fry, he said he eat those things by the bunch. And the moral of that story is how things are presented that will determine how they're received. And I will never forget that. Never forget that. And sometimes I may react to certain ways because of how people may talk to me. But one thing I don't want to do is be like, oh, you snapped at me. Thanks. Okay, that's it. I just leave it alone and go in my room and just, you see what I'm saying? But I want to make sure I'm fixing that, because I don't want to get to a point where nobody talks to me. And I keep thinking about that. Like, what if I used to have thoughts when I was younger. I used to have these thoughts like, what if I died and nobody cried and nobody cared? And that literally used to make me cry. And then I started thinking, well, maybe I shouldn't act that way then. Like seriously. Because I understand people could have washed their hands with me a long time ago and they just don't. Even God could have done that. But he just don't. Because out of anybody, living person in this world, God is the only compassionate one. And there are a lot of people who are compassionate with me in this world. And I don't want to take advantage of that. I really don't. But I want to get to a place mentally to where I can say I'm okay on the outside and people will know it. Because I can say, oh, I'm good. And people will be like, okay. She ain't good. You know what I mean? And it's like, not that it's their business to be telling somebody else if I'm good or not. But I just want to get to a place to where I'm okay inside. Okay? I just got my test results back today from the doctor, even though I got to lose some weight and stop eating the way I do. All my tests came back negative. I have no, okay, I'm proud to say it. Okay. According to what The doctor told me, he said, according to your blood work, you're healthy. Unless you just want these tests, just to check for diabetes or STDs or whatever. You know how you go to the gynecologist on a regular, which I hope y'all still doing that. It's scary, but I'm big on early detection saving lives, and I'm big on stopping the pain before it starts, and I'm huge on that things. So even if it's scary, they may tell me something like it's okay to kind of like free ball it around the house, or it's okay to like not wear too tight of underwear, or too, like if you wear tight underwear with tight jeans, oh no, don't do that. Stuff like that is what my gynecologist would tell me, and I find myself going to her all the time, and she literally, when I went into her office, she literally looked at me like this, like, you here again? She probably wasn't aware of it, but I'm thinking, yeah, because every little thing I was going to, I'm like, I got a hangnail on my butt. What's that mean? I got a rash. I went to her because I had some like heat rashes in between my inner thighs, and they were rubbing together. So she was just like, she gave me some ointment for it, and that was pretty much it. But she literally looked at me like, what are you doing here? Like, you here again? I just checked you. Everything is fine. What's this about? And I was waiting for her to say, girl, go home. That ain't nothing. Go home, okay? But she did. She just gave me a look like you again? Hey, that's what we got benefits for, right? But anyway, I went to the doctor. I found out that everything is good. No cholesterol. I no longer have pre-diabetes. Very happy about that. I didn't even know I had pre-diabetes. See? That's why it's good to go to the doctor and get these things checked out. Because the only thing I was going to go to the doctor for is what? Just to get a pelvic exam. That's it. And a TB skin test. But what my doctor told me, okay, is you want to take a urine test, and you want to get like a blood test, just to check for diabetes or whatever. I said, sure, please, yes, sure, do it all. Get a hair follicle test. Whatever, let's just take care of everything right now. Okay, boom. But I wish I was that consistent when it came to the eye doctor. I just don't want no bifocals, because I'm not trying to look at that guy from Trailer Park Boys. I'm not. I have a problem with that. But back to the lecture at hand, what I was trying to say was that I need to be in a better space, literally, in my mind. I'm tired of working on a cluttered desk. I need some file cabinets. I need some binders. I need little bitty post-its and labels so I can put everything in order, so I can get rid of all the angry and holding on to things for weeks files, and I can start working on some better me files. Okay? I need to get to that place to where mentally I'm good. Because if you're good on the inside, it's automatically going to show on the outside. So people concentrate so much on the outside appearance that they jacked up inside. Because when you go home, you don't look that good, with or without makeup. When I go home, I don't look that good, with or without makeup, because I'm jacked up inside. And there are a lot of things I don't need, because people, I've grown up, okay, and people made going to go seek help such a bad thing. Like, I was told, you need to go check to see if you got chemical imbalances. You got a mental problem. You need a psychiatrist. And all these things that were said to me was said to hurt me. Knowing that I'm not crazy, knowing that, and that's one of the reasons why I grew up thinking, I don't need nobody, I don't need to talk to nobody. I don't need none of this, because of the way it was said to me growing up. And maybe I just didn't know how to express myself at a young age. Maybe I just didn't know how to deal with my emotions at a young age. But when that was said to me, that hurt. And I grew up thinking, I don't think, and a lot of people said, stop thinking that when people say you need a psychiatrist or you need to go see a psychologist, stop thinking that it's because they're saying you crazy. But that's how it was said to me growing up. And that's why I grew up thinking, I don't need to talk to nobody, because I ain't crazy. Had it been said to me like this, like I said, remember I was telling you, individual P's, it's how things are presented that will determine how they're received. Had it been said to me like this, well, you seem very angry, and all I did was tell you to flush the toilet. Well, you seem very angry. You think you might want to kind of talk to someone to kind of get that, And even though people may not have felt like I would have received it that way, it would have been easier for me to be like, looking back, I'd be like, yeah, they were trying to help. But why did they say this thing as if, like, I almost believe, like, am I crazy? You know what I mean? I shouldn't have to ask myself that. It's how things are said, you know what I mean? And maybe it's me taking it the wrong way, but no, these things were said, like, as far as me, I got a mental problem. You need to go check to see if you got some chemicals. These things were said to hurt me. And that's why I grew up not wanting to talk to nobody, getting things straight with people, making sure I'm mentally healthy. Because I'm thinking, you got to be crazy to talk to somebody. To the point where I started thinking, like, am I crazy? I mean, like, really? Now, since I've been an adult, especially at age 29, I started saying, you know, I'm really going through some adult stuff in this life. I really am. Wow. Yeah, that triggered all that anger. Whoa. No wonder I ain't got no friends. No wonder I ain't got no man. No wonder why people don't say nothing to me. Sometimes you have to look in the mirror. You know? And I'm saying it like that because it's hard for me to admit that, but you know? So, I'm learning now at 36 years old. You need help, Roche. To get mentally healthy. Not because you're crazy. Not because something wrong with you, regardless of what was said in your teenage years. Regardless of what that, you know, people have said, told you, or whatever. Like, even people at the churches you go to. Something wrong with her? Is she okay? I'd rather somebody say, you a ashy black Babadook. And you got nappy hair. I'd rather somebody call me that. I'd rather somebody say, your chin is black. I'd rather somebody say how nappy my hair is. Not to be silly, but I'd rather somebody say anything other than, is something wrong with her? And the littlest things hurt my feelings. Like, I was at Job Corps one time, and that's how you can tell. See, because I can remember all the way back to 2004. What was said to me at Job Corps, and it's 2020. That's how you know I need to talk to somebody, because there's still certain things I'm just not over. Little things as far as, okay, so my sister and I, my oldest sister and I, we went to Job Corps, right? And I heard this one lady say, all you have to do is remember the name, and then my sister's name came up. The other one don't even matter. I heard somebody say that before. And you could tell me, oh, she was just playing. No. This woman said, only name you have to worry about is this, and the lady said my sister's name. The other one don't even matter. And little things like that bothers me because I have this thing of being left out or being not included. And I don't care how isolated I may have made myself. I don't like being excluded when I'm standing right there. I don't like it at all. You know, and when people say things like, yeah, you're more mature than she is. And I told myself, maybe I gotta stop skipping around. Maybe I gotta stop. I literally used to hop around when I go certain places. And I don't want people to think that, oh yeah, you 19? Somebody told me, you 19? Oh, I thought you was 12. And I'm thinking, okay, that's a stretch, but okay. Like, some people in my family don't want to be, oh, is that your mama? No, that's my cousin. She's 2 years older than me or whatever. And then some people say, how old are you? And I get carded because people don't think I'm my age that I am. And I'm thinking, well, maybe I got to stop hopping around. And maybe I literally got to stop being a skippy butt person. So people say, like, it insults me when people think I'm younger than what I really am. It really insults me. I'm not 12. I'm 19. Play with it. You know? So that's how you can tell I really got some things I need to talk about. I really got some things I have to close the lid on and let it go. I really got some things. It's kind of like open up the gate and let all the dogs and animals go free. I need to do that. Because right now I'm still holding Zebra accountable for what Zebra did to me 45 days ago. I was gonna say years, but I don't know, see, but I wasn't born 45 years ago. But yeah, there's still some things that I can tell. And every time I get into it with somebody and I go, like, take for instance, 5 years ago, you did, and it's like, whoa! I don't even know what happened. I don't even remember everything I wore in 5 years ago. But you remember when I actually took a Jell-O cube from your plate? You were mad because of that? I don't want to be in that position no more. I want to get everything situated. I want to be able to come to my desk and everything is clean because I got this in files and I got that in file cabinets and I've placed this and everything is good and everything is organized. Everything is nice and clean and even the dust is off. And even when I look on my computer, no caches, no cookies, no pop-ups. Is all up in my mind. Can't even think straight. Can't even lay down and get a good night's sleep because I'm so busy thinking about a whole bunch of what ifs. And dang, man, I can't believe I got dumped. That was in January of 2020. It's July 2020. Get over it. Some things you may look back on and still believe, like, I can't believe that happened to me. Why did he do that? Why did she do that? I thought they were my friends. We went to Vegas together. I slept next to one of the girls in the same bed. We laughed together. And then when we come back to work, y'all ignoring me. And all I get is say, hey. But then you sit right next to the girl we went to Vegas with and you're talking at her and it's just like, hey, why don't I have any friends? Is it something in me, or do people see something in me that they're just intimidated by? Or people see something in me that they just don't want to deal with? Because half of the females that I grew up with, not my family, but half of the females, such as grade school, when I went to all these different schools and elementaries and high schools, all they want to do is fight me. Yes, I may have had a staring problem, but why couldn't I grow up with someone, even if it's one person, to be like, yeah, girl, I'm so glad we've been friends for like 35 years. I've always wanted that, even if it was one person. But I grew up just having to learn that nobody's your friend. Nobody. So all I got is my mom and my sisters. That's it. And at this point, that's all I need. Even if people are like, oh my gosh, you guys are so cool. Hey, what's your number? What's your Instagram? I'm not even going to say, oh, I'm on here. You got to find me. Because I don't know how to accept that. Because I'm so used to people be like, want to fight me. Bitch, what you looking at? And things that girls wanted to beat me up for that I didn't do. You see what I'm saying? All because I'm hanging around somebody y'all don't like. Y'all want to beat me up too? Stuff like that I had to deal with. Being like, yeah, I definitely need to talk to somebody, okay? And this is definitely me not being afraid to admit this, because mental health is so important. All of the above is so important when it comes to health. Just my thing is right now, I'm still going to try to get Petunia down, but my insides need to be fixed, okay? And not organs. I'm talking about as far as feelings, emotions going out of control. I'm angry. Sometimes I sit up in the middle of the night and I just be like, I can't believe this. You know what I mean? I start thinking about things that happened a long time ago that I wish I would have said it this way, and maybe this person would have known not to do that to me. Stuff like that. And it's just too late. Just go get fixed. And maybe I may not, that's the only way that's the only way, I'm going to be a better me fully, It literally has to be a project me, almost to the point where I don't think I want to be approached by another guy until I know for sure that my mental health is on deck, is on tact, I want to get the ball rolling with that. So as soon, like maybe tomorrow, I'm going to find some mental health people to talk to and see what they know. Because I got to get that fixed. I don't want to go into another relationship with a guy. I don't want to work in a new place and people saying, girl, this and that, I know how to stay away from gossip. I'm more of an isolated person. Like, when I say isolated, I mean, I don't hang around people. So whoever y'all talking about, I don't know. I'm just going to be over here working. I know how to exclude myself away from negativity and toxicity. It was hard for me to say that without saying sex. Toxicity, But anyway, it's easier for me to stay away from people who are messy. because I stay by myself like that. Now, that sense, I do isolate myself. Sometimes when I need to get rid of whatever irritable feelings I may be feeling, I do stay by myself, because I don't want people to feel what I'm feeling. Even if they know something's going on and they can read body language or whatever, I don't want people to know what I'm feeling, especially if they're already dealing with their own stuff. So tomorrow, I'm going to get on the phone and see who I can talk to get my emotions under control and to get this mental health thing going, because that's important, and that's what I'm trying to aim at. And I encourage everybody out there to do the same thing. Some of y'all probably still thinking, I don't need to talk to nobody, I'm good, this and that. I mean, I've been eating grass. Okay, it's cute. Have fun with that. But you still need to talk to somebody, because you got to talk to somebody about why you're eating grass and you're a human being. What's going on with that? So let's talk about it. We got something to talk about. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I don't even know what time it is. But I just want to thank you guys for letting me blabbermouth to y'all. And just to know that that's a fact about me. I got to get my mental health together. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I could be the most healthiest looking person on the outside, smile on my face, but when I go home at night and it's a different story, it's because I'm not, there's something that's going on, and I need to talk to somebody about it, and regardless of what people said, try to make you feel like you crazy, or you need to see a psychiatrist, stuff like that. Just know that when they say things like that, it's not because you're crazy. It's just to, probably get under your skin and see how you're going to act, whatever it is. But I definitely need to go talk to somebody, okay, on my own. And I say that not because of what somebody else said or what they're doing. I need to do that. And sometimes when you surround yourself with people who are getting it together mentally and physically, it makes you want to do that. So I want to encourage, I'm learning too. Again, I'm not just telling y'all stuff that I'm not doing. I'm learning right along with y'all. So I'm saying sometimes you may want to surround yourself with people who are getting it together. Not just with jobs and school and career and all on the outside. No, get it together physically too. Get it together mentally and emotionally too, so you don't have any of those problems. Because if somebody bring up something that triggers, then that means you're not over that thing. And if somebody says something you snappy, that means you're not over that either. And you need to fix that, because you don't want to be alone, right? Whether it's with a spouse or with best friends, or you don't want it to be a point where family don't want to deal with you. You want to get to a place where you're like, yeah, I do apologize. I mean, oh my gosh, I don't know why I got that attitude like that. You know what it was from? It was because this and that. I don't know how to handle that. Like my sister and I, we talked about that. You know what I mean? But I'm still learning along the way. But I don't want to use that as an excuse. I'm still learning how to do it. I'm still trying to keep that anger right with, and I'm still being snappy. No, I need to just talk to somebody and get it to going. That's all I was going to say. I do want to thank you to all my subscribers and everybody who's viewed my videos. Thank you to the little comments that I do get. I do appreciate that, believe it or not. I'm trying to come to you guys with some bigger content, but I just wanted to kind of get this out because I feel like I want to share that how important mental health is, and getting it together. I don't got it all together. I don't care how jiggy my ride is. I don't got it all together. So mental health is important. It's okay to talk to somebody about whatever you're going through. You're not crazy, regardless of what people may say to you to get up under your skin. You're not crazy. You don't got a mental problem. You just need to get things clear mentally. And mental health is one thing. Why is it that some people think that, I don't have to do this, I don't got to do that, I'm good? Then why did you make that face when you said that? Yeah, you mad. You still need to talk to somebody, And no, it's not that. It's just like, it's just to be healthy overall, inside and out, So again, let me end this video for like the third time. Thank you for subscribers. I appreciate y'all. And I see you guys in the next one. Let's get healthy.